So, this is going to be a little rant video about RuneScape 3, to be honest. It's getting to the point where it's not even fun anymore. I've switched to old school, but a lot of my friends that were on RuneScape 3 are just quitting, and they don't want to go to old school because they don't want to restart. And I've actually helped one of my buddies restart, helped him with a few quests and stuff. But on RuneScape 3, you can tell it's become all about the treasure hunter promotions, and it shows in the game. Like, all they care about is microtransactions. If you go and you look at the history of microtransactions, games don't do well with microtransactions. Everybody on Call of Duty, everybody on, what was it that just came out? Star Wars, that new Star Wars game that just came out, everybody fucking hates it. And this video just got demonetized, but still, everybody hates it. It locks content for people, and, well, in RuneScape's case, it unlocks content via, you spend, what is it, $10,000 IRL money, and you can max now. Like, there's no point. It's not even a grind anymore. Like, I'm not even gonna lie. I bought treasure hunter keys when I was maxing. I bought a few bonds at the end of maxing, and then, like, every once in a while, you know, I'd buy a couple. But, like, I probably only got 10 mil or so XP total, maybe 20 mil total XP from lamps, and that's mainly divination. Like, I got a good 5 mil probably in divination, 6 mil in divination, because that skill is just, it's AIDS, first off. This was before Invention came out. Or, well, Invention had done come out, but I was already at such a high level, Invention wasn't doing anything for me. Well, the rest was farming, because bonds were super cheap, and it was actually cheaper to buy bonds for treasure hunter keys than it was to do magic tree runs because I had a bunch of bonus XP saved up, and plus on top of that, like the oyster and stuff, you know, that gives me, I'm 101 farming, I think, now, just from doing the oyster. But I'm getting off topic, rambling. There's really, I've seen 2, maybe 3 RuneScape 3 mods actually, like, communicating with people on Twitter. You never see them in Twitch chats. Every once in a while, you'll see 1 or 2. Like, Shogun, he comes in the streams sometimes and chills. And this bitch just bright lighted the hell out of me. Anyway, we as a community need to have our voice heard. RuneScape 3, they don't care. Like, it's showing in the game. Clearly showing in the game that there's really only a mod or 2. Like, Shawnee, he cares. I know he cares because he's the one doing all the main work. He's every time I see him post on Twitter, it's something that he's working on to do a QOL to make the game better. But no other mods that I've seen on Twitter or Twitch or anything is really helping the community by doing anything like that. Shawnee's always asking for opinions on what he needs to do to make the game better, and this and that. Well, in RuneScape 3, they tried to do the whole polling system and crap. It's too little too late, in my opinion. They've broke the game upon repairable. It's not repairable anymore. We've been waiting, what, a year and a half now for a construction rework that's never happened. We were promised a mining and smithing rework 2 years ago. Now they're saying it's going to be 2018. Well, we're in 2018 now. Yet to see it. Let's see. Oh, let's not forget about the whole bank bidder thing. Bank bidders, we're going to do bank bidders, this and that. Never did bank bidders. They canceled it because they couldn't figure out how to do it. Like, don't advertise something and then just cancel it, you know? Everybody was so hyped up about it. That was something that was going to bring people back. that had money, you know? Like, all there is now in RuneScape 3 to do to make money, really, is fucking staking and then Telos. Like, I've killed Telos, don't like it. You can Nex and stuff, sure. You can do a rack score, sure, but it don't stack up to the money that you can make at Telos. And like solo Nex, you can get what, 3-4 minute solo Nex kills. But a drop ain't but, like, you got those drops that ain't but a few mil, but then you got the Torval plate body that's what, I don't even know how much a Torval plate body is right now, close to 30-40 mil, something like that is what it usually averages. But it's nothing compared to, okay, I'll go to Telos and streak to a fucking 2 bill damn staff. Like, come on now, bro. AOD, that's fun, except for you have to be a team. Like, I don't mind so much of being a team. Like, it's just getting a team together because nobody wants to do it. There's nobody left that's a non-elitist that wants to play the game. Everybody's done went to RuneScape 3. On RuneScape 3, you can go do raids at like a mid-level. Like, you won't be that helpful, but you can, if you're a skiller, you can go do fucking raids and make food and stuff for your team. And your team will be, like, you have a chance of getting a twisted bow. Like, think about that. A twisted bow is 1.1, 1.2 bill average, somewhere in there. And there's nothing like that for RuneScape 3. There's not even any skills left in RuneScape 3 that's profitable, really. Like, sure, like Hunter on Old School, like, you make absolute bank with Hunter on Old School. You can make bank with fletching on Old School. There's a lot of skills you can make money on with Old School. RuneScape 3, not so much. Like, there's 1 or 2, but the rest of it is just become a money sink because efficiency. Even with efficiency in Old School, if you're doing really good efficiency, you're still making money on a lot of the stuff. It just kills me that RuneScape 3 basically made skilling a non-viable way of getting money. And they want you to just go spend money on treasure hunter keys so you can buy those skills and stuff like that. It's like as a mod, they're sitting there like, oh, does this update look good? Okay, that's fine. Yeah, let me get back to my treasure hunter promotion. You know, like, I'm sick and tired of treasure hunter promotions. And I honestly really like, I used to love RuneScape 3. I used to put hours upon hours upon hours into RuneScape 3. And it just got to the point where once I maxed, there's nothing left for me because nothing makes money really besides fucking Telos. Sure, there's pets and all that, but there's pets on Old School. And Old School money is worth so much more as an accomplishment to yourself to earn. You can earn 10, 15 mil an hour on RuneScape 3 easily. Vindicta is an 8 mil an hour boss. Okay? Like, Old School, you can go to Bandos and get lucky every 5 hours, you know? Like, with Old School, you have to work for GP. With RS3, there's no work involved. Now we're being promised a clue update on RuneScape 3. And honestly, we've been promised a clue rework for over a year now. And it's just to the point where I don't know if it's going to come out or not. They're saying it's going to come out in like February, March, April, somewhere in that area. But I honestly don't see it. They're going to keep pushing it back and pushing it back and pushing it back. And it's just going to become a bunch of BS. There's no reason for that game to die like it has. Like, Old School RuneScape is doing great. Like, they have the polling system. They implemented the polling system from the start. Sure, on Old School, I would like to see the polling system made to where it's like a 60-40 instead of a 70-30 or whatever it is, 75-25. on what people say, because like the Rev update came out, and when the Rev update came out, like the PK armors would have been nice because you couldn't have used them anywhere but to PK. It wouldn't have been worth otherwise. And people voted no to that, but we still got Revs. We still got the Rev Cave. We still have our voices heard. Where RuneScape 3, our voices aren't heard. Nobody cares. You can go to RuneScape 3 Reddit at any time, and it's just filled with a bunch of BS because none of the mods care. And it's affecting the game at this point. It's becoming sad. Like, I'd rather go play old school RuneScape. I'd rather start another old school RuneScape account than to play RuneScape 3. I even started a RuneScape 3 Iron Man to try to get back into it, and I just couldn't do it. I can't do it. The only thing I play RuneScape 3 for now is to do clues. Honestly, and that's because if I get a die, you know what's going to happen? I'm going to swap the die over to old school RuneScape. Like, I'm finna hit up Oak Dice, be like, yo, bro, I get a blood die, 3.5 bill. I want to swap that to old school. Guess what that is? That's an LE and probably max melee gear and an LE. It's pretty much all that is. It's so bad. And rigor and augury. That's probably about what it's worth. The 3.5 bill on RuneScape 3 is probably what it's worth. It's terrible. It's because their GP, it has no value, because nothing has value in that game because nobody's playing it. And the only things, like, sure, you have tier 92 weapons. Okay. You have a tier 92 staff, an orb and wand, a tier 92 Saren God bow, and the dual wield melee and the Zero Scott sword. Okay, so you don't have dual wield range, which is one of the most powerful ability rotations you can have with Needle Strike, and you don't implement that anywhere. You have dual wield melee, and it's not even that great, bro. Like, all the other dual wields are 600, 700 mil to a bill. Oh, I can go get the whatever. I can't even pronounce it. The dual wield melee set. Probably 400 mil a piece. Like, it's not viable. You might as well use a scythe at that point, you know? It's ridiculous that they produce so much dead content as well. Miniphos it came out last year. It's one of their hyped up updates for the year. It's one of the biggest updates of the year, boys. Let's release a new city of Miniphos. More like Miniflop. Miniphos flopped more than LeBron James. I'm a LeBron James fan, and I'll say that. Miniphos was a flop. It's dead content. Day of release, guess what? Dead content. Only people that do it's Compcate people, and that's because they made them do it. It's ridiculous. And it's not just me saying this. There's people all over Twitter saying it. Sonny Jr. Live. He was a RuneScape 3 streamer. Switched to old school because the game mode is just shit. Like, you have viewers on old school. Old school gets views. Old school's always got views. RuneScape 3, like, you have a total of 200 people watching at one given time. Split between lit and... Or you got lit and, what, Damp Cat? Somebody? I don't know. Anyway, there's no point in watching it. And you have Tony, the old guy, the Yahoo guy. You know that guy? Yeah, the one Keemstar falsely accused, that he got all his views just because Daniel Keem falsely accused him of, I think, being a pedophile or some shit. I don't remember. Anyway, he's averaging like 35, 40 viewers now. It's so bad. Like, nobody wants to watch it because none of the mods promote the streams. I'm all the time on Twitter. I'm on Twitter a lot. And I see, oh, Mod Matt K promoting such and such's Twitter. Hey, go watch Framed. Go watch Torvesta. Torvesta's doing this. Bodie's doing this. Wooks is doing this. Let's see. Who's a few other? Nate Broad. PK and Nate Broad. Dude's rebuilding his bank right now. That's great content. And he's getting views. Let me go fucking rebuild my bank on RuneScape 3, or let some famous, or let some big streamer from RuneScape 3, and by big I mean the whole like 75 viewers that you get per stream. Let them go and get and like take their whole bank and chunk it and start with nothing and rebuild. Guarantee that series on Twitch, no views. You would get your everyday loyal viewers, you know, and then you would get your people like they'd come in, RuneScape 3, Dan's game. Like, yeah, RuneScape 3 is fucking Dan's game. It's terrible. There's no reason to play it at this point unless you like want to go for like super fast Bandos kills or super fast Sarah kills or such and such, you know. A Ceradom and Godsword on RuneScape 3 is 10 mil. 10 mil, maybe less. Probably like 8 or 9 mil to be honest. And one reason is because you can kill the bitch in like 15 seconds every time. Next reason is, well, they have a Ceradom and Godsword on Treasure Hunter that you can win. Lucky SGS. I have one. Yeah. And on Old School, guess what? The hilt alone is 53 mil or 43 mil, somewhere in that area. I think it's 43 mil. And that's without me checking it recently. It's like, you have all that. You have all those mods working their asses off on RuneScape 3. Not giving a damn about the game, just working on Treasure Hunter. They have single-handedly produced more dead content in the last year than Old School RuneScape has produced since it opened. However long ago it was. Everything RuneScape 3 produces nowadays is pretty much dead content. And it's not fair to the players, to be honest. I can understand an update every once in a while that's not lived up to the hype. But with RuneScape 3, it is every single update that has not lived up to the hype. Every one. You think I'm playing, but I'm not. It's getting to the point where it's not even fun to play RuneScape 3 for even probably the elitist as well. It's getting bad. And they need to do something about it or that game's going to flop. The game's already to the point of... It's already to the point of dying. And my account on RuneScape 3 is 13 to 14 years old. I've been playing since I was in the 4th grade. And they just need to do something. I don't know whether it be release some kind of high level stuff That's all that's left, high levels. I mean, low levels don't play the game. Mid levels, yeah, they play the game, but there's not many of them. A majority of your people have proof already. They need to do, I'll give you my opinion right here. They need to do 1 treasure hunter promotion a month. 2 max. Like, 1 treasure hunter promotion, okay, maybe 2. Like, do 1 every other week. And don't do fucking smoldering lamps and celebration lamps. Do it like once every 6 months. That's how it used to be. It used to be every like 6 months you would get a smoldering lamp promotion or some kind of new lamps. Now it's once a month. You get some badass fucking treasure hunter promotion to keep your bonds at a high price. Like, you can't survive off of that. EA learned that firsthand by trying the Star Wars Battlefront 2 microtransaction program. They learned real quick it don't work. If you need money for your game that bad, increase the membership price by like $1 or $2. Don't increase it a lot, just by like $1 or $2 a month, you know. You can go right now and get a $10 RuneScape membership card at GameStop, Walmart, Target, and places like that. You can get a $25 one as well. Why not? You get $25 for 3 months. You get $10 for a month. Why not just increase it like $2, you know? Like, I understand, like, and the cards that's already out there, it wouldn't be that hard. Take the $10 cards, for example. Okay, you go to Target, GameStop, Walmart, wherever, and you buy a $10 RuneScape card. Okay. Once you buy it, the $10 one, make an announcement a month or two before you do this, but once you buy the card, instead of getting 30 days membership, give you 25 days. Like, take 5 days of it off, you know? I don't think people would have a problem with that. Personally, I don't. And if that's what's needed to get rid of microtransactions, so fucking be it, bro. All I see nowadays is microtransactions. People get rich off microtransactions. They take their... You don't want... This is another point. Me and Sonny Jr. Live, Sonny Jr., we were talking about the other night. We were actually talking about it, I think we were talking about it with Return of Wilderness. Hated guy out there, you know. Everybody hates Return of Wilderness. The dude makes some great points, though. You got people out there getting fucking banned for real world trading. Hey, I'm going to give back. I'm going to real world trade, but I'm going to give back to the community. You know, it was BTC that got banned for real world trading. Yeah, like 50 bill. Old school now. That's like a lot. I think it's like $50,000 or something. Or it's like $50,000 in real life money. And he got banned because he was giving back to the community. But yet Jagex is going to be like, hey, you guys, come over here and buy bonds with your real life cash and sell them on the Grand Exchange for in-game currency. What the fuck is that called, Jagex? It's called fucking real world trading. Like, come on now. Mate, like, you can't be lopsided about that. We're all, like, everybody that plays now is pretty much in their 20s. Early to mid, maybe late 20s. And then you got a few older people, but I'm not trying to be rude, but that's just what it is. A lot of us are in our 20s, 30s, somewhere in there, you know. We have jobs. We don't have the time to go and dedicate hours upon hours to grinding GP, you know. Like, I love the grind. it's no big deal for me to grind GP. But why not spend, you know, why not buy some GP? Why would you ban somebody for buying GP on a gold selling website where you can, okay, hey, come buy bonds, you know, $10 a piece. That gets you, well, what's a bond going for on RuneScape 3? 20 mil-ish, somewhere in there. Hey, come pay $10 and get 20 mil. Like, you can't be mad if somebody, you can't ban somebody. Well, I guess you can, because you fucking do. But you can't, you don't need to ban somebody that real world trades because your shit game, everybody fucking wants to go and spend money and buy bonds. Like, you set yourself up for this, and you shouldn't, like, we're to the point where if you wanted a real world trade, why would you stop people from real world trading? I guarantee if you went and you asked a mod, if you asked J mods if they real world traded when they were kids, most of them would say yes. Anyway, I'm almost home. That's the end of this rant. I might make another one. Thanks for watching, guys. RKO Legends out.